This is gonna be good.
Live from the studios of SEN in Phoenix, Arizona, it's Steve Summers.
Everyone, welcome to the show today. My name is Steve Summers, and we are live from our Phoenix studio. Thank you to the wonderful folks over at Link Senior for making it happen today. I'm so glad you're with me. It's not unusual to be loved by anyone. It's not unusual to have fun with anyone. When I see you out and about with anyone, it's not unusual to see me cry. Oh, I wanna die. It's not unusual to go out at any time. When I see you out and about, it's such a crime. You should never wanna be loved by anyone. It's not unusual, it happens every day. No matter what they say, you'll know it happens all the time. Love will never do what you want it to. Why can't this crazy love be mine? Oh, hey, have you had a good weekend this weekend? I am so glad that you're with me today. We got a whole bunch of great songs in store for you today. Some history, trivia, a whole bunch of stuff. Hang on. It's not unusual to be mad with anyone. It's not unusual to be sad with anyone. If I ever find that you've changed at any time, it's not unusual to find that I'm in love with you. Oh, 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 yeah. I'm in love with you. I'm in love with you. I'm in love with you. Whoa, whoa, yeah, yeah. What a great way to start off our Monday show today. As I said, I'm Steve Summers, and I'm so glad you're with me today. A whole bunch of great songs ahead this hour, plus we've got number ones and a whole lot more coming up for you. Right now, let's go back and do a song made famous of the Temps. I met a girl like you, the way you do.
You're alright.
Never a mess to make my dreams real. You say that you do.
You're out of sight.
Now fiddly-dee, fiddly-dum. Look out, baby, 'cause here I come. I'm running with the love that's true. So get ready, so get ready. Gotta try to make you love me too. So get ready, get ready. Get ready, 'cause here I come on my way.
Get ready, 'cause you're out.
Like this. Wanna play hide and seek with you? Let me remind you.
It's alright.
Loving you with you, gonna miss that time to take to find you.
It's out of sight.
So fiddly-dee, fiddly-dum. Look out, baby, 'cause here I come. 'Cause I'm giving you a love that's true. So get ready, so get ready. Gonna try to make you love me too. So get ready, so get ready. Come on, get ready, 'cause here I come on my way.
Get ready, 'cause here I come.
Come on,
Get ready.
y'all put your hands together at home. Come on, there you go. Another man should want you to understand it.
Be alright.
I hope I get to you before they do the way I planned it.
Be out of sight.
So tweedly-dee, tweedly-dum. Look out, baby, 'cause Go from the Temptations. We had a request on the show from last week. Thank you so much for that request. We just love the Temptations around here. If you've got one too, you know, you can always write us right here. Here's the email at the bottom of the screen. Feel free to reach out to me at that ssthevocalist@gmail.com. Would love to get it on for you. Lonely table just for one, in a bright and crowded room, while the music has begun. I drink to memories in the room, though the music's still the same. It has a bittersweet refrain. All right, here we go. Put your hands up. So play the song the way it used to be, before she left and changed it all to sadness. And maybe if she's passing by my window, she will hear a love song and a melody. And even if those words are not so tender, she will always remember the way it used to be. Friends stop by and say hello. I laugh and hide that very pain. It's quite easy till they go, but then that song begins again. So play the song the way it used to be, before she left and changed it all to sadness. And maybe if she's passing by my window, she will hear a love song and a melody. And even if the words are not so tender, she will always remember the way it used to be. The way it used to be. Oh, we just love those songs. Engelbert Humperdinck made that song famous many, many moons ago. How are you doing today? Are you doing good? Did you do anything exciting over the weekend? Anything exciting? We actually had rain here in Phoenix, Arizona over the weekend, and it was blessed relief. I'm telling you, it actually rained. We have a chance of rain, believe it or not. And the reason why this is big here in the desert, we live in Phoenix, Arizona, the reason why it's a big deal here is because it hardly rains here. This time of year is when we get what we call our monsoon season. So we have our monsoon season here right now. And the beautiful, glorious thing that's going on, we literally have a chance of rain every single day. And I love it when you guys know who Alexa is, right? Alexa's the little box you talk to from Amazon. You always say, Alexa, what's the weather going to be like? Okay, is there a chance of rain today? And it's funny because she always keeps saying there's a 51% chance of rain at 6 o'clock in the evening. Every day, regardless of what day it is, there's a 51%, I want to know what the 51% is, a 51% chance of rain at 6 p.m. in the evening time. And so I'm like walking outside going, all right, Alexa, where is it? Anyway, nevertheless, we had a little monsoon that came in over the weekend, had a little bit of dust that kind of messed my throat up a little bit. I'm still recovering, got a little bit of congestion going on, so please forgive me as I sip on my tea. And yes, it is tea. Prior to what some others might think, it is tea. Non-alcoholic tea, by the way. It's like an herbal tea. I really like it. It's very good. Echinacea tea from Throat Coat. It's fantastic. All right. We get a lot of requests around here. Oh, we've got to make an announcement today. We have, what is it? We're doing our series of songs this week, are like number one songs this week. One of the songs, if I can find it here, was this week. It was in 1967. I'm going to put this group up on the screen for you to see. It was this group right here, and you're going to see it immediately. Actually, one of them is the Shondells, but the other one is the Association. And we actually have a picture of the Association somewhere in here, but for some reason it didn't get loaded up whenever we did that. So I'll show you a picture of this particular group. And we talked about this last week that we would actually be doing it. But the Association, right here we go. These guys right here, take a look. These bearded gentlemen and non-bearded gentlemen. This week in 1967, the song that was written by Ruth Ann Friedman, and it was also recorded by the Association this week, went all the way to number one. Overseas, it went to number 34. I think it was in Australia. In Yugoslavia, it went like number 3. I mean, American music back then was just absolutely huge, like it is today. It's huge overseas, so everybody knows the music. This group right here scored a number one hit on this day in 1967. We never sing their music, so I figured, hey, what the heck? If we're going to do it, we might as well go all in. The Association in a song called Windy, as we go back on our show today, Monday live from the studio. Come on. Who's peeking out under the stairway, calling a name that's lighter than air? Who's ending down to give me a rainbow? Everyone knows it's Wendy. Who's tripping down the streets of the city, smiling at everybody she sees? Who's reaching out to capture that moment? Everyone knows it's Wendy. And Wendy has stormy eyes that flash at the sound of lies. And Wendy has wings to fly above the clouds, above the clouds. All right, here we go. And Wendy has stormy eyes that flash at the sound of lies. And Wendy has wings to fly above the clouds, above the clouds. Who's tripping down the streets of the city, smiling at everybody she sees? Who's reaching out to capture that moment? Everyone knows it's Wendy. Who's tripping down the streets of the city, smiling at everybody she sees? Who's reaching out to capture that moment? Everyone knows it's Wendy. Who's tripping down the streets of the city, smiling at everybody she sees? Who's reaching out to capture that moment? Everyone knows it's Wendy. Number one this week in 1967, all the way on the charts and over here on our special show today. So glad to have you guys join us on our Monday show. We do it every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday here on the show. Now, most people that might remember this song know that back then we had AM radios only. We didn't have FM. We had AM radio only back then. And I didn't even know how to program an AM radio until like later on. You had to actually pull out the little thing that you program it, and then you push it back in. And it wasn't always 100%. Oh, let's go downtown, shall we? Woo! Come on. When you're alone and life is making you lonely, you can always go
downtown.
When you've got worries, all the noise and the hurry seems to help, I know.
Downtown,
Just witness the music and the traffic in the city. Linger on the sidewalk when the neon sights are pretty. Now can you lose? The lights are much brighter there. You can forget all your troubles, forget all your cares, and go downtown. Things will be great when you're
downtown,
no finer place for sure.
downtown,
Everything's waiting for you.
downtown.
Don't hang around and let your problems surround you. There are movie shows.
Downtown,
Maybe you know some little places to go, but they never close. Downtown, just listen to the rhythm of the gentle bossa nova. You'll be dancing with them too before the night is over. Up again. The lights are much brighter there. You can forget all your troubles, forget all your cares, and go downtown, where all the lights are bright,
downtown,
waiting for you tonight. Downtown, you're gonna be all right now. Yeah,
downtown, downtown.
come on. Downtown. Downtown. You may find somebody kind to help and understand you. Someone who's just like you that needs a gentle hand to guide them along. So maybe I'll see you there. You can forget all your troubles, forget all your cares, and go downtown. Things will be great when you're downtown. Don't wait a minute more. Downtown, everything's waiting for you. There's a lot waiting downtown. Oh, we love Buster Keaton movies. Oh, yeah. Downtown. Petula Clark downtown on our special show today, coming up in about 12 minutes from right now. Oh, we've got our trivia today. Trivia on the way in just a few minutes as we take you back in the hands of time and Elvis made this song famous. When no one else could understand me, when everything I do is wrong, you give me hope and consolation. You give me strength to carry on, and you're always there to lend a hand in everything I do. That's the wonder of you. And when you smile, the world gets brighter. You touch my hand and I'm a king. Oh, oh, your kiss to me is worth a fortune. Your love for me is everything. I guess I'll never know reasons why you love me as you do. That's the wonder of you. Oh yeah. Woo! Oh, 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 oh. You love me as you do. That's the wonder of you. Oh, yeah, ladies and gentlemen, Elvis Presley. We'll never forget the late, great. Let's go back right now. We had a request down south. Somebody said, hey, why don't you do some country real quick? So let's do it. Put on the hat and we'll take it back. Oh, yeah. B48 on the jukebox. When we dance together, my world's in the skies. It's a fairy tale that's come true. And when you looked at me, dear, with the stars in your eyes, I could waltz across Texas with you. Sing it with me, Noah, come on. Waltz across Texas with you in my arms. I could waltz across Texas with you. Like a storybook ending, I'm lost in your charms. I could waltz across Texas with you. Oh yeah. Oh, you might remember that song. It goes way back, way back. I had the pleasure over the weekend to actually go over and do an all-country dance over at one of my favorite communities. We'll never forget Leon. We danced all afternoon. It was nothing but country music. We had a little bit of fun. We'll have to go back and do that one song. I think you might know the words for it coming up. Well, my heartaches and troubles are just up and gone the moment that you come in view. And with your hand in mine, dear, I could dance on and on. I could waltz across Texas with you. Here we go, you ready? Waltz across Texas with you in my arms. I could waltz across Texas with you. Like a storybook ending, I'm lost in your smile. I could waltz across Texas with you. Oh, Mr. Ernest Tubb made that song. Of course, we got to speed it up. One of the songs we had fun with over the weekend, you might mind this one, Mr. George Strait did this right here. We go back to firemen. And they call him a fireman. That's my name. Making my rounds all over town, putting out old flames. Hell, everybody's talking about what I got. I can cool them down in this scalding hot. I'm a fireman. That's my name. Last night I had a bid, went down about a mile on the road. Then my buddy walked out and left a woman burning out of control. I was down there doing just a little bit of soul with a little bit of mouth to mouth, and she was ready to go. I'm a fireman. That's my name. Call me the fireman. That's my name. Making my rounds all over town, putting out old flames. Hell, everybody talking about what I got. I can cool them down when it's smoldering hot. I'm a fireman. That's my name. Oh yeah, here we go. Let's see if they ever tried dancing to this. What? Yeah? Now that's some two-stepping. Took a fire engine red, feet burning in an automobile. In a minute or less, I can be dressed to kill. I work 24 on and a 24 off. When they get too hot, they just give me a call, as I'm a fireman. That's my name. They dance to this. They call me fireman. That's my name. Hanging my rounds all over town, putting out old flames. Tell everybody like about what I got. I can cool them down when they're smoldering hot. I'm a fireman. That's my name. Call me a fireman. That's my name. Oh, yeah. There you go. Oh, we like those songs. We like those songs. And there's that ring of red around my forehead again. You see it right there? Every time I wear that hat, I get this ring around the head, because ring around the collar means whisk around the collar every time. We like saying that around here. I'm glad that you are with me today. Coming up, we're going to celebrate a birthday coming up just a little bit. Also, I've got This Week in 1966, #1 this week coming up as well. But right now, we're going to go back. The incredible, late, great Dean Martin. We get a few requests off and on for Dean Martin, and one of those great songs that we love so well around here. This one called Sway. Here we go. When the rubber rhythms start to play, dance with me, make me sway. Like a lazy ocean hugs the shore, hold me close, sway me more. Like the flower bending in the breeze, roll with me, sway with ease. When we dance to have a way with me, sway with me, stay with me. Other dancers may be on the floor, but dear, my eyes will only see you. Only you have that magic technique. When we sway, I go. I can hear the sounds of violence long before it begins. Make me thrill as only you know how. Sway me smooth, sway me now. Oh yeah. Other dancers may be on the floor, dear, my eyes, they only see you. Only you have that magic technique. When we sway, I roll. I can hear the sounds of violence long before it begins. Make me thrill as only you know how. Sway me smooth, sway me now. You know how. Sway me smooth, sway me now. We love Dean Martin on this show today. Ladies and gentlemen, we officially made it to the portion of our show today, which is our favorite, maybe yours too. Let's get to it, shall we? Come on! Time now for trivia. Once again, we do trivia on the half hour. Every time we do the show, we ask the questions, and we give you multiple choice so that you can answer the questions. It's really that easy. We find our questions are, sometimes we get these questions that come up, and it's like, I don't even think I would even know it. But anyway, we've got a lot of intelligent, wonderful folks that watch the show, so we're going to see. I bet you'll get it right. So here's one of those right here that I'm like, I was terrible in arithmetic and math and all that. I mean, I did pretty well until we got into trigonometry and all that stuff, and it was like downhill from there. In the equation E equals MC2, what does the E stand for? At least maybe the E, right? Is it the speed of light? Is it wavelength, or is it energy? In the equation E equals MC, what does the E stand for? Speed of light, the wavelength, or energy? Let's see if you got it right here. It's either A, B, or C. Let's see if you got it right. Correct answer is energy. Did you get it right? Did you get it? Congratulations. Energy, there it is, known as the mass energy equivalence. There it is. It relates to energy. All right, which country did the world's biggest recorded earthquake occur? In the country, which was it? In which country did the world's biggest recorded earthquake occur? Was it in the U.S., was it Chile, or was it Italy? U.S., Chile, as some would say, or Italy. Let's see if you got it right. A, B, or C on our answers. Let's see if you got it right. Whoop, whoop, whoop. If you said Chile, you had it right. Congratulations. There you go. The world's largest recorded earthquake with a magnitude of 9.5 hit right there in Chile. There you go. All right. Roughly what percentage of the Earth's surface is covered in water? What surface is covered in water? Take a look. Is it 71%? Is it 85%? Or is it 88%? What do you think it is? 71%, 85%, or is it 88%? Let's see if you got it right. The winner, by the way, gets to babysit a bunch of squirrels over the weekend that we actually have here, and we'll ship them to you so you can actually babysit them this weekend. You'll absolutely love it. Correct answer is 71%. You know that's not going to happen, right? 71% of the world, the Earth, is covered in water. There you go. 30% of it is, of course, land. All right, and which American war commenced in 1861? Was it the Revolutionary War? Was it the Civil War? Or was it the Mexican-American War? Which American war commenced in 1861? Let's see if you get it right. Is it the Revolutionary War, the Civil War, or the Mexican-American War? Let's see if you got it right. A, B, or C, your choice. If you said Civil War, you had it right. Congratulations. The American Civil War was fought between 1861 and 1865 between the Union and the Confederates. All right. Which sport is central to the 2003 movie Seabiscuit? We asked this question before because we have a few folks out there that know the answer to this one. I know that you know that I know that you know that you know this one. Is it swimming? Is it basketball or horse racing? Which sport is central to the 2003 movie Seabiscuit? Swimming, basketball, or horse racing? I know you're going to get this one right. And if not, hey, you learned something in the process. Maybe you haven't seen the movie. But whatever. If you said C, horse racing, you had it right. Seabiscuit, based on the true story about a racing horse in the late 1930s and early 40s, champion during the Great Depression. All right, lexicology. At this point in time, we always like to put on our glasses and put on our professor hats and say, all right, class, time now for a little test here in lexicology. When I say lexicology, what am I talking about? Am I talking about the Earth's crust? Am I talking about the plagues and the epidemics? Or am I talking about the words and the meanings? Lexicology, what is it the study of? The Earth's crust, the plagues and the epidemics, or words and meanings? Says the individual that looks stupid wearing glasses on the screen right now. Let's see if you got it right. Students, is it A, B, or C? If you get it right, you get an A. That doesn't make sense. You could get a C if you got the C right, or a B. Let's see if you said words and meanings. C, you had it right. Lexicology, the study of the form and meaning. There it is. I don't know why I did that. It was just there. Ask the next question. In what year was Disneyland in Anaheim, California opened? How many of you been to Disneyland? How many of you met Goofy? Have you met Goofy? Was it 1950, was it 1965, or was it 1980? Or should I ask the question, have you been Goofy at Disneyland? What? 1950, 1965, or 1980? What year was Disneyland in Anaheim, California open? We're going to find out. A, B, or C. See if you got it right. Actually sounds like fun. Go in the off season. It's not as crowded. All right. Correct answer is 1965. Disneyland was the first of two theme parks built in Anaheim, July 1955. There you go. And then the other one came in 1965, 10 years later. All right. What was the name of the Soviet spacecraft which Luka the dog, or Laika the dog, was put in space. And I hope they had enough. I hope they had enough dog food for him. Leica, come back to us. What was the name of the Soviet spacecraft in which Leica the dog was put in space? Was it Sputnik 1? Was it Sputnik number 2? Or was it Sputnik number 3? Leica, come back. Come back, we got dog food for you and treats. If you said, correct answer, Sputnik number 2, you had it right. Sputnik number Leica was aboard the Soviet spacecraft 1957, becoming the first animal launched into orbit. Bye, Leica. All right, Megan Nicole is an what? Megan Nicole. There's a lot of Megan Nicoles. How do we know that she's not all three of these? And there might be more than one that is an author or a photographer or a singer-songwriter. Megan Nicole is a what? Well, I don't know. Maybe it's a trick question. Maybe there's a hidden answer. Author, photographer, singer, songwriter, Megan Nicole. Who is Megan Nicole? What is she? A, B, or C? Let's see if you had it right. Correct answer is singer, songwriter, Megan Nicole. She's a singer, songwriter, actress, model, roughly 3.75 million subscribers on her YouTube channel as of 2016, and that's doubled by now. All right, what is the official language of Austria? Austria. When we think of Austria, we think of high on a hill with a lonely goat head. Oh, that's goat herd, not goat head. What's the official language of Austria? Is it Austrian? Is it German? Or is it English? We've asked this question before. Some of you might remember the answer to it. The official language of Austria. What was it? Austrian, German, or English? A, B, or C? Let's see if you got it right. Correct answer is boop, German. Did you get it right? German. There you go. Official language of Austria is German. Most people speak Bavarian dialect there, too, as well. All right, next, we got a lot of questions today. Wow, I didn't realize how many questions we actually had. All right. Which of the following films has the highest worldwide gross income as of October 2016? I think there's other films that have probably bypassed this by now, I would think. Which of the following films have the highest worldwide gross income of October 2016? Was it Avatar? Was it Star Wars, The Force Awakens, or was it the Titanic? And we know how that ended. Avatar, Star Wars, The Force Awakens, or Titanic? Let's find out. One of these films was the highest worldwide gross income of October 2016. Let's see if we got it right. And I think we're probably wrapping down here pretty quick. Correct answer is Avatar. I know, right? Avatar. It grossed $2.8 billion. However, The Force Awakens came in at number 2 at $2.1 billion, and Titanic came in 3. All right. Who plays Peg Bundy in the famous American sitcom Married with Children that is now in rerun form? And why are we even asking this question? Who plays Peg Bundy in the famous American sitcom Married with Children? Is it Amanda Burse, Christina Applegate, or Katie Seagal? One of these actresses, in fact, I like all three of these actresses, but one of them is only correct. Who plays Peg Bundy in the American sitcom Married with Children? Amanda Burse, Christina Applegate, or Katie Seagal? Or Seagal? See if you got the correct answer right. If you said, boop, Katie Seagal, you got it right. Katie Seagal played Peg Bundy in Married with Children, and she's done all kinds of films after that. I think that's it. Oh, we have time for one more. Really? Okay, last one. Which of the following is not in a room of a board game, Cluedo? I have never heard of Cluedo. Have you? All right, I'm going to take a wild guess at this one because I don't think I've seen this one. Which of the following is not a room in the board game, Cluedo? Raise your hand if you've ever played Cluedo. I have no idea. I've never played it. Is it the kitchen, laundry, or dining room? Let's see. Which of the following is not a room in the board game Cluedo? I've never played it before, so I'm going to have to guess it's something. So I'm going to say laundry. You take a guess. I'm going to say laundry. I'm going to say B. Let's see if we got it right. Correct answer is, I got it right. Laundry. I swear I had no idea. Cluedo typically included in the kitchen, ballroom, conservatory, dining room, cellar. Ah, wow. All right. Okay, you want one more? Okay, fine. Which instrument is a member of the woodwind family of musical instruments? Is it the oboe, the violin, or the harpsichord? This is our last question. Which instrument is a member of the woodwind family of musical instruments? The oboe, the violin, or the harpsichord? I know the answer to this one, but I'm not going to say. See if you got it right. Correct answer is boop, the oboe. Yes. The oboe fits in the family of woodwind instruments, just like that. And that, ladies and gentlemen, that, I can't believe it, that is actually, that's the end of our trivia right there. So we celebrate. Oh, don't tell people how much fun we have on this show. They might just turn us off immediately. All right, we go back here. Let's do a little song. Frankie Lyman and the Teenagers made this song a huge, huge hit back in the day. You might remember it. A little goody goody coming your way by request from our folks down east this afternoon. Oh, yeah. So you met someone who set you back on your feet. Goody, goody. So you met someone you know how it feels. Goody, goody. So you gave him your heart too, just as I gave mine to you. And he broke it into little pieces. How do you do? So you lie with just singing the blues all night. Goody, goody. So you think that love's a barrel of dynamite. Hooray, hallelujah, you had it coming to you. Goody, goody for him, goody, goody for me. I hope you're satisfied, you rascal, you. Oh, yeah. So you met someone who set you back on your heels. Goody, goody. So you met someone you know how it feels. Goody, goody. So you gave him your heart too, just as I gave mine to you. And he broke it in little pieces. How do you do? So you lie awake to sing the blues all night. Goody, goody. So you think that love's a barrel of dynamite. Hooray and hallelujah, you had it coming to you. Goody, goody for him, goody, goody for me. Your love has been denied, I'm taken for a ride. You know you're satisfied, you rascal, you. We just love those songs. Goody, goody. Frankie Lyman and the Teenagers from a few years back or so. We had another request we were going to try to get in today and also celebrate a perfect birthday, too, as well, coming up. Somebody told me, they said, we love the Tom Jones songs you sing. And I said, well, there's only one Tom Jones. There's only one Tom Jones singer, and he has more chest hair than I ever thought about having. Tom Jones, by request, we had somebody. This is from Marjorie, who actually watches the show. Marjorie wanted to hear that one song that we'd like to sing here on the show. Here you go, Marjorie. Well, she's all you'd ever want. She's the kind I'd like to flaunt and take to dinner. But she always knows a place. She's got style, she's got grace, and she's a winner. She's a lady, whoa, 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 she's a lady. Talking about the little lady, and the lady is mine. But she's never in the way, always something nice to say, and what a blessing. I can leave her on her own, knowing she's okay alone, and there's no messing. She's a lady, whoa, 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 she's a lady. Talking about the little lady, and the lady is mine. Now she never asks for very much, and I don't refuse her. Always treat her with respect, I never won't abuse her. What she's got is hard to find, and I don't want to lose her. Help me build a mountain out of a little pile of clay. Hey, 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 yeah. But she knows what I'm about. She can take what I just shout, and that's not easy. Well, she knows me through and through, and and she knows just what to do and how to please me. She's a lady, whoa, 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 she's a lady. Talking about the little lady, oh, the lady is mine. Yeah, 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 she's a lady. Whoa, 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 she's a lady. Talking about the little lady. Yeah, 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 she's a lady. Whoa, 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 she's a lady. Yeah, 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 she's a lady. Whoa, 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 she's a lady. And the lady is mine. For Marjorie, thank you, Marjorie, for that request today on our special show today. Every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, we're right here at 1 o'clock Mountain Standard Time. That's actually 3 o'clock Central Time, 4 o'clock Eastern Time on here. And let's go back and do some Johnny Rivers. It's late at night and we're all alone. Just the music on the radio. No one's coming, no one's gonna telephone. Just me and you and the lights down low. And we're slow dancing, swaying to the music. Slow dancing, just me and my girl. Slow dancing, swaying to the music. No one else in the whole wide world. Just you, girl. We just flow together. Lights are low, shadows dancing all across the wall. Music's playing so soft, so very slow. Rest of the world so far away and small. When we're slow dancing, swaying to the music. Slow dancing, me and my girl. Slow dancing, sway to the music. No one else in the whole wide world. Hold me, hold me. Don't never let me go. As we danced together in the dark, so much love in this heart of mine. Whisper to me, hold me tight, yeah. You're the one I thought I'd never find. Now we're slow dancing, swaying to the music. Slow dancing, just me and my girl. Slow dancing, swaying to the music. No one else in the whole wide world. Oh, slow dancing, swaying to the music. Slow dancing, just me and my girl. Slow dancing, sway to the music. No one else in the whole wide world. Whole wide world. How many of you remember that song? Johnny Rivers went all the way to #1. Love that one too. I'm so glad you joined me today. Hard to believe we only have 10 minutes left on our show, but you know, they say things go by really fast when you're having fun. And I hope you're doing the same. Right now, let's find out what happened today in history.
This day in history.
July 19, 1848. A women's rights convention in Seneca Falls, New York, launches the movement to give American women the right to vote. That campaign succeeds when the 19th Amendment to the U.S. Constitution takes effect more than 70 years later. 1993. President Bill Clinton announces the Don't Ask, Don't Tell policy on gays serving in the military.
It certainly will not please everyone, perhaps not anyone, and clearly not those who hold the most adamant opinions on either side of this issue.
The compromise forbids the military from asking service members about their sexual orientation, and it requires a discharge for service members who are openly gay or engage in homosexual activity. 1969. Apollo 11 and its 3 astronaut crew start orbiting the moon ahead of man's first landing on the lunar surface. 1990. Baseball's all-time hits leader Pete Rose gets 5 months in federal prison and a $50,000 fine for filing false tax returns. That happens after Rose is banned for life from baseball amid claims he bet on the game, something he admits years later. And 1980. The Summer Olympics start in Moscow, minus the United States and dozens of other countries. Those countries decide to boycott the Games over the Soviet Union's invasion of Afghanistan. Today in history, July 19th. Carlotta Bradley, The Associated Press.
This day in history.
This day in history. And also today, we need to put his picture up on here. Ladies and gentlemen, how many of you know who this gentleman is right here? Take a good look at him. The hint is all in the hair and the guitar. A happy belated birthday to the late great Johnny Cash, born today in 1969. Special guest on this week's Johnny Cash ABC television music variety show included Ed Ames. Actually, I don't think it's his birthday. I think this is actually the celebration of the Johnny Cash show, if technicality has it right. But today was the day, 1969. He had Ed Ames, he had Roy Clark from Tulsa, Oklahoma, the Monkees, and Joni Mitchell on his show. Johnny Cash introduced the Monkees by playing the first verse of his hit Last Train to Clarksville with the Monkees on the backing vocal. It was really an interesting moment in history, 1969, and I thought today would be a good day to kind of celebrate a little bit the life of Johnny Cash. 1969 this week. Let's go back a little. Ring of Fire. Shall we do some Ring of Fire? Oh yeah. I should have brought my sombrero since it's got that Southwest flavor to it. Love is a burning thing, and it makes a fiery ring. Bound by wild desire, I fell in the ring of fire. I fell into a burning ring of fire. I went down, 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 and the flames, they went higher. And it burns, 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 the ring of fire, the ring of fire. Oh yeah. I fell into a burning ring of fire. I went down, 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 and the flames, they went higher. And it burns, 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 the ring of fire, the ring of fire. The taste of love is sweet when hearts like ours meet. I fell for you like a child, and oh, but the fire went wild. I fell into a burning ring of fire. I went down, 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 and the pains, they went higher. And it burns, 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 the ring of fire, the ring of fire. I fell into a burning ring of fire. I went down, 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 and the flames, they went high. And it burns, 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 the ring of fire, the ring of fire. The ring of fire burns, burns, the ring of fire, ring of fire. Johnny Cash celebrating 1969 on his show this week. Thank you all so much for watching the show today. It's always a pleasure in doing this, and I always do it from the bottom of my heart. I want to thank the wonderful folks at Link Senior for making it happen. As we wrap up today's show in a song that I haven't done, which actually is celebrating the movie from almost, 30 plus years ago, if you remember E.T. Remember E.T.? Here's a song that I always enjoy singing as we wrap things up today. Come back again. I want you to stay next time. 'Cause sometimes the world ain't kind when people get lost like you and me. I just made a friend. Friend is someone you need. Now that he had to go away, I still feel those words that he might say. Turn on your hot light, let it shine wherever you go. Let it make a half big glow for all the world to see. Turn on your hot light in the middle of a young boy's dream. Don't wake me up too soon. I'm gonna take a ride across the moon, just you and me. Looking for a home, 'cause everyone needs a place. Home's the most excellent place of all. I'll be right here if you should call me. Turn on your hot light, let it shine wherever you go. Let it make a half big glow for all the world to see. Turn on your hot light in the middle of a young boy's dream. Don't wake me up too soon. Gonna take a ride across the moon, just you and me. Home's the most excellent place of all. I'll be right here if you should call me. Turn on your hot light, let it shine wherever you go. Let it make that half big glow for all the world to see. Turn on your hot light in the middle of a young boy's dream. Don't wake me up too soon. I'm gonna take a ride across the moon, just you and me. Turn on your hot light now. all, thank you so much. I absolutely enjoyed it. I can't wait to see you again on Wednesday. Hope you join me right here. Thank you, Link Sr., for making it happen. God bless you. I will see you then.
That's all, folks.